Hello, my name is Jennifer Sosa and you're watching StitchinJenny. Today we're going to be making an automatic one-step buttonhole. I'm so excited to show you just how easy making a perfect buttonhole can be. First of all, this is the automatic one-step buttonholes presser foot, and there's a little tray that slides out. And that little tray slides out so that a button can be placed in it. Once we open up the tray, we can put a button here. However big the button is affects how big the buttonhole is going to be. A little sponge there that helps the button not fall out as well. We're going to place this button into the tray. And then we're going to squeeze that tray down so that the button can't fall out. This is a snap-on presser foot. We'll be snapping the presser foot onto this little bar to attach this presser foot to the sewing machine. We'll be aligning the mark for the placement of the buttonhole with this crosshair right. There's a crosshair red mark here, here, and here. These marks let me line up my mark for my buttonhole. If that's where I want my buttonhole to begin, then I'm going to line that mark up underneath the red crosshair. When we place this under the presser foot, we need to make sure that the crosshair marking that we drew is lined up. Just like that. Make sure it's not crooked. We're going to attach this snap-on bar with the snap-on area of the sewing machine. Lower the presser foot. The foot's now attached. We need this thread to be under the foot, not on top of the foot. Here's a trick. Put the fabric under the presser foot. Lower the needle, raise the needle, slide the fabric out. Now the thread is under the presser foot. Align this crosshair that's marked on the fabric, representing the beginning of the buttonhole. Align that crosshair with the crosshairs that are on the presser foot, the little red lines. Lower the foot. It's not quite where you want it, adjust it. We need to lower a lever to help the buttonhole, automatic one-step buttonhole feature work. It's this lever right here. Give it a lower down. That engages the machine's ability to measure the button that's inserted in the tray in the back and lets it make a nice one-step buttonhole. that is an automatic one-step buttonhole. Every single buttonhole will be identical in size because of the button that I've placed in the back of that presser foot's tray. I won't have to switch the machine in midstream from one part of the buttonhole to another. Nope, you just attach the foot and go. The final step in making your buttonhole is, of course, getting that buttonhole open without busting the ends of the stitches. So we're going to put a straight pin at the bottom end, and then also put a straight pin across the top end of the buttonhole. These pins are going to act like a barrier to keep my seam ripper from busting through. Now we have the seam ripper, very sharp little guy, be careful. And we're going to insert the pointiest tip of that seam ripper into that bottom end of the buttonhole, and we're going to pull that fabric into the seam ripper. Instead of shoving the seam ripper upwards, I'm actually pulling the fabric down into that Y-shaped blade. Now my pins need to come out, and ta-da! A buttonhole that works. Thanks for watching. This is StitchinJenny. You can find more of my videos at StitchinJenny.com.